We're back now at 11:42. The holidays are a busy time of the year for shopping, of course, but the fun of finding the right gift can come at a cost. A survey released by Landmark Credit Union says 54% of shoppers experience financial strain after the holidays. Joining me now is Landmark Credit Union's Chief Experience Officer, Brian Melter. Thanks so much for being here.
Great to be here.
I could have told you that without the survey.
Right, exactly.
I'm stressed as
That's
well,
right.
and
That's
we're
right.
not even after the holiday season just yet, but
Yeah.
this is something that a lot of people really do experience, that financial stress when they are worried about shopping. What's the most important information that people should keep in mind?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is, set a budget, set spending limits, try to stick with it. Don't spend beyond your means, because we also found that a vast majority of people carry debt into the new year as well, and that can be a strain on finances for paying other things like rent, utilities, and things as well. So try to use a budget and stick to it if you can, even if you find that perfect gift that's well above.
If we're here now, 13 days away from Christmas, maybe those months of pre-planning have kind of gone by. What are things that people can do right now as they're maybe doing that last minute Christmas shopping rush?
Right, yeah, really we found a lot of folks classify themselves as the bargain hunters, so it's really find the right deals, use rewards cards and things like that as well to earn points for future purchases, and really plan ahead, right, and not have to pay for express shipping, those sorts of things as well, so a little planning goes a long way.
Unfortunately, around the holidays, we also see scams. We see Grinches out there, something that you see a lot with Landmark Credit Union as well. What are things that people can do to best protect themselves from falling victim to any holiday shopping scams?
Right. Yeah, as I mentioned, bargain hunters, right? Everybody's looking for the best deal. Well, if a deal seems too good to be true from a website you haven't purchased from before, or doesn't seem, totally legitimate, it's best to shy away from those as well. Also use tools like being able to freeze your debit card. We have card controls. You can freeze it if it's lost, or you see fraudulent charges, keep track of your purchases. And really set alerts as well. So if your card isn't present for a transaction, we can alert you to say, hey, it wasn't present, somebody else might have been using it. So really protect your information and really stay on sites and stores that you know versus try to fall for the good deal on a site that may seem a little suspicious.
Yeah, those are things that we can keep in mind really at any time.
Year-round.
But ahead of the holiday, what about after the holiday? Immediately afterwards, that's really when some of that financial stress kicks in, when reality sets in.
That's right. Yeah, it's always great to really, if you find yourself that you've accumulated a big balance, you may not be able to pay it off right away, set up a plan of setting aside a certain number of dollars each month that you could put aside to pay that off in a reasonable time, so you're not carrying it forward into 2026 or next holiday season. So that's huge. And take advantage of rewards points and other things to maybe get a statement credit back, from your credit card company. And also look at things on your credit card benefits like extended manufacturer's warranties, extended return periods, those sorts of things that are added benefits that a lot of different cards provide as well.
I'm hearing preparation is key.
It is. It is.
Thank you so much, Brian, for being here to tell us some of that very important information, some things that we can all take into this holiday season to prevent from being financially stressed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.